Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday, December 10th, and this is not a vlog. This is like more of a sit-down video. I'm uploading this as my vlogmas day 9, and I'm not uploading the other prior videos that I had filmed, and instead I'm just gonna bring you guys up to speed on like what's going on in life so that I can have a clean slate so that I can talk freely in future vlogs.
I'm sorry, I was kind of focused on driving there for a second.
I hope you're always focused on driving.
Locked in on driving.
Anyways, so I guess I'll just like start explaining what I mean, because that might be a little confusing. You're like, what do you mean you need to like start from a clean slate?
How many days of vlogmas have you done?
3. I might upload a few other ones, but there's not really much to them. So essentially, this is my issue. This has been a very weird football season, a very weird past few months, and on top of that, I'm sorry, we are in the car.
I'm like, we're in Ohio.
Go in that lane.
Ohio potholes.
Yeah, I apologize. I just want to film this in the car and just like upload it. I'm going to do my best to not edit this as much as possible. Hopefully the audio is not totally shot, and if it is, then I don't know. The past few months have been really weird, and on top of that, I get really bad seasonal depression. It happened all throughout college. It didn't really happen when I was growing up because I feel like I didn't know any different, but I feel like in college it definitely affected me, just not being able to like go out of the house, like walk, like things like that, not seeing the sunshine for multiple days. That definitely affects me.
You do, I had never even thought about that. You do get really bad seasonal depression.
Which is, thankfully, we have a house in California, but we're just not there yet. On top of that, I don't really leave our house or our apartment in Cleveland a ton, and that has also been playing into affect my mental health. As you guys know, my husband signed with Cleveland Browns. He has been majority of the season on the 53-man roster, and then maybe 3 weeks ago he got cut and is now on practice squad. That also affects how I feel right now. I just feel like we are like in limbo, like we're waiting on something. I don't feel like we're here permanently. It's a very weird feeling, and I don't really know how to describe it. And I feel like a lot of people, or a lot of women or girlfriends or significant others of professional sports players, I feel like don't really talk that much about it. And it's not like, oh, boo-hoo, like I have the worst, like, oh my God, my life is horrible. It's not, but I definitely am affected by Isaac's job, especially because at any point he can go to any team, and for me that kind of stresses me out because it makes me not want to like make plans. It makes me not want to like fully commit to being here for Christmas. It's like a very weird feeling. So that comes into play. And then another thing is that I work from home, so I just don't leave my apartment a ton. I don't have very many friends in Cleveland, so if I do leave our apartment, I'm going to do something alone.
Yeah.
All in all, it's just like a huge perfect storm for having a very sucky mental health. I honestly am fine. We're also leaving our apartment today, but I'm fine. It's just it's very hard to put up this front on social media like, hey, like, here's my day, when in reality, my day usually consists of me going upstairs in our apartment complex, working out, taking the dogs for a walk, the same freaking walk we take all the time, and then sitting at my computer and working. And I don't really talk to many people during the day. I talk to like Isaac, and that's about it.
I call you every chance I get. Literally though.
I love it. And so I just feel like it's been really hard to vlog when there's not very exciting things going on. So I just kind of like want to like break that down and also say like my vlogs are very mundane because right now my life is very mundane. There's not a ton going on. Like we are renovating our house in Orange County, but like we're in Cleveland, so I can't really show you much of that. I'm at the point where I kind of want to start doing workout classes and like going to a place to work out that's not in our apartment. But it's like at this point,
well, it's like the season's almost over, or I'm gonna be on a different team.
Yeah.
So it's like,
so essentially, if the Browns don't go to playoffs, football season is done in 4 weeks. And if Isaac goes to another team, it's like we're not going to be here once he goes to that other team, because depending on whatever team he goes to, I'll either go to the team with him or I'll just like drive down maybe for a game or two. I don't really know.
You want to explain the 3 weeks thing too?
Yes. So also the odds of Isaac getting picked up keep going higher and higher and higher, because at this point in the season, teams either know if they're going to playoffs, if they're not going to playoffs, and then on top of that, Isaac being on practice squad, there's benefits to him being on practice squad, but the only not benefit is that if a team wants to pick him up, they can't pick him up for just one game. You have to pick him up for at least 3 active games.
Which is good for us.
No, it's good for us because it definitely will, I mean, that would bring us to the end of the season, or at least I would think so. What if they cut you after like the 3rd game? I'm like, oh, never mind, I'm going home.
Like, my God, we have 7 days left or playoffs.
So I just feel like the odds of him getting picked up keep going higher and higher. Teams that are not going to the playoffs are starting to think more about next year and less about, oh, I still want to win games. So that's a good thing for Isaac, especially in his position. Essentially what like you would love to do is end the season not on practice squad.
Yeah, and on an active roster playing. Like, I'd like to play in week 18 of the NFL season. I'd like to play.
Yeah. So that, honestly, I'm okay with changes. I just feel like right now, I don't really feel like I belong anywhere. And so that is tough on me. And so when I go to talk...
Also,
go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go
also
ahead.
Starting off, maybe, because like we started off on practice squad too, which immediately made it feel weird.
It didn't mean... Well, okay. So I'll bring you guys back to that. So Isaac made the 53-man roster on like NFL cut day. There's one day where the entire NFL, everybody has to cut their roster down to 53 guys. And then you have 17 practice squad? 16 practice squad. And so Isaac got through that day, and so we thought we were safe, and then the day after NFL cut day he got cut.
Yeah, I was like...
So then when he got cut, I was like, oh, he had an incredible preseason, the odds of him getting picked up are very high. So then I was like, I don't want to like put all of my time and energy into making these connections, and then you ended up signing back to the active roster, so I was like, well, shit, okay. And so then I started to like be involved a little bit more, but at the same time, like, we kind of...
It's just weird vibes.
Yeah, I don't want to get too into like the nitty gritty. But anyways, so now this is the point we're at, where Isaac is on practice squad. Practice squad is a weird situation because like Isaac is on the team. He goes in the facility like he would for being on the 53. The only difference that really affects Isaac is that he doesn't play in the games and he doesn't go to the away games at all. So like this weekend, the Browns are playing in...
Or home games, really. I don't go to any of the games.
Yeah.
We don't have to.
Well, yeah, you don't have to go to the games. So, like, right now, the Browns are playing against the Bengals this weekend, which is random because, like, it's still in Ohio. But Isaac's not going to the game. When that happens, I also feel like I don't really belong here. I'm just like, why are we in Cleveland? I understand why we're in Cleveland. I'm also grateful that Isaac has a spot on practice squad. Like, I don't want to negate that. But I also don't feel like I belong here because I don't really feel part of the organization. I don't really feel like I belong to the team. Not like I ever belonged to the team. I'm not out there with the helmet and pads on. But it's just a very weird feeling. And I'm sure a lot of other girls in this situation could probably relate to this. I just feel like we're in limbo, and that affects how I view my days, how I view like day-to-day life. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, we don't need to keep going in about it, but it's just because of feeling like you're in limbo, your commitment to like getting rooted is low. Plus,
well, and now it's like the season is almost done. So it's like anything I do now, it's like, well, in 4 weeks, we're going to be moving out of our apartment no matter what.
Unless the Browns went out. Like, there's so many variables.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that.
There's so many variables.
But if the Browns win out and go to playoffs, Isaac can still get picked up at any point. So it's just like, it's overwhelming.
We actually know a guy he was in my situation and got picked up in playoffs and played for 2 different playoff teams.
Yeah, that was last year.
It's actually the first time in history it happened.
Which is crazy. And that overwhelms me even more, so.
That is like a whole nother, like, whoa.
If you get picked up off of a practice squad in playoffs, do you still have to be active for 3 games? I don't know.
Such a good question.
It's a great question.
Well, no, because technically, I don't know how that works.
It doesn't matter, and I'm sure you guys don't really care. Okay, so I just wanted to make this video to just kind of like dump my emotions and to be very real with you guys, because it's just hard to be like, yeah, like I'm not doing much today, and then try and feel like I have to come up with things to do just to show the vlog. I definitely want to I want to complete vlogmas, and I am vlogging today. Today's vlog is actually going really great. I think the thing that I've struggled with is I just need to go into each vlog with a subject that I want to talk about, like a majority of the vlog, and just talk about it throughout the day. You guys don't really care to hear the rest of us. Anyways, that is it. This is the vlog for today. We are on our way to go and see Isaac's brother. He lives in Ohio, so we're not going very far.
Random.
Yeah, they live very close to us, so we're just going there. We're sleeping over there tonight. We're gonna see our nephew. So you guys will see that in the vlog for tomorrow. And that is it. Stay tuned. I'm sure that this month, this month could get crazy, or it could not.
It could just be this.
It could be this, we don't know. I really appreciate you guys always being patient, and always like, I love like the appreciative like DMs and like supportive people out there. It definitely makes a difference. And I will always say this, having a community online makes me feel so much less alone when so many other parts of our life are changing. It's like I always have you guys, and that's like a huge constant, and I love that. So be sure, if you guys aren't subscribed to this channel, be sure to subscribe. Again, fun video coming out tomorrow. I did a lot this morning, and it was kind of a, like literally I told Isaac it was like my perfect morning. So be on the lookout for that. And if I don't post a vlog, y'all have all the rights in the world to DM me and be like, bitch, get back on your game. Like, where's the vlog? Like, post it. Come on. Anyways, thank you guys so much. Look forward to seeing you in tomorrow's video.
Be us watching the game.
Say bye, Gus.
Oh.
He's so handsome. Okay, bye.